This is Mark in the Center for Online Learning and Innovation. You should make backups of any and all course content that you have created, used, and stored in D2L to teach your classes. D2L makes this easy. There's an exporter tool in D2L that hands you a nice file package that's easy to store, and if you ever had to again, reuse. In this video, I'll show you how to use it. You may or may not have lost important digital information in the past. You can probably imagine ways that this can happen, and for every way you can imagine, there's probably 3 or 4 other ways you can't imagine. Information technology professionals agree. If you have anything important that's digital, you should back it up. Make copies of it. This is especially important for those of us in higher education. We have our research. We have our teaching materials. We have other projects that we're working on that probably involve a large quantity of digital data stored in files. What we do in D2L is no exception. Luckily, D2L has a way to export our existing course content into neatly packaged .zip files that we can store safely in as many copies as we want, and if we ever needed to, we could upload again into a D2L course space to roll out our course content like it was before. Let's take a look.
You may already have course files organized into folders on hard drives or in cloud storage, such as Google Drive. But most of us periodically update or otherwise change these, and D2L exports whole course materials in neat .zip file packages that are easy to store, and you can never have too many backup options. Plus, the D2L file packages will also include some other information, such as start and end dates and due dates that you may have programmed into your course content in D2L. Let's say that here I have my course content set up for an upcoming course, built and ready to teach in D2L. But it doesn't begin for several weeks, so for now I just want to download a backup copy of these course materials. If something were to happen to this content that I have here in this course space in D2L, I could re-upload the content within a few minutes. To create a backup of this course content, I go to the Edit Course page, and then I go to Import, Export, Copy Components. Usually, I go here when I want to copy old course content into a fresh course space. In this case, I'll use it to create a downloadable file package. I choose Export Components. I'll leave this box checked, Include Course Files in the Export Package. That's handy. Then I click Start. Now, I could pick and choose what I want to go into my backup export, but since I'm backing up the course, why not take it all? I'll check Select All Components and then hit Continue. As usual, there's a confirmation screen. I'll hit Continue, and D2L will begin generating the export package. When D2L has indicated that it's completed the export process, I click Finish, and D2L gives me a link to actually download the file package. I'll click the link, and my browser downloads it into an appropriate place on my hard drive. Depending on how big your course is and how much content it has, this process may take more than a few minutes. Be patient. So I'll get a .zip file that has a file name that looks something like this. If I click on it directly, I see lots of recognizable stuff. .pdf files of readings that I have students do, even the HTML files, which are simple web pages that I create inside D2L, are fully openable and readable in a browser. Therefore, I could even recover data from them if I needed to. This can be especially handy if you need to find just a file or two from a course you taught long ago and it's no longer in D2L. These are .zip files though, so if I needed to access all the features for working with these files and possibly uploading these files separately somewhere, what I probably want to do is unpackage this. For example, in Windows, that's using the Extract feature. I right-click on the file and choose Extract All. This begins the process of unpacking the ZIP file into a folder where I'll see all of the files therein, fully usable. It's important to quickly note a few limitations about D2L's exporter. If within a course you link to content out on the web, D2L backups will not capture whatever is at that site. Similarly, embedded YouTube videos won't be captured by D2L backups since they live on YouTube and only appear in your course as embedded content. Moreover, student data is not captured by these backup files. Student assignment uploads, discussion posts, quiz submissions are not saved, nor are grades you entered for individual students within the gradebook. So you need to save those things separately if you want a copy of them. See our other tutorial videos for downloading student grades and some other kinds of content from D2L. Anytime you create or modify course content that would take time and effort to replace, you should probably download a backup. Or if you might not teach a course again within the next 5 years, you'll want an offline copy of it since course content in D2L is only stored for 5 years by default. I typically back up my courses after I've prepared my online course content for an upcoming semester. This is after I've copied it into the upcoming semester course spaces from previous semesters, and I've added anything or changed anything. I usually update visibility settings and due dates, and I might add discussion or assignment prompts or quiz or exam questions. Even if I'm uploading files like .pdfs that I have stored elsewhere, I like to get them captured by my .zip export backups so I have them all together with other course content for each course each semester. If I'm uploading and creating content in D2L for a course as I'm teaching it, I might create several backups throughout the semester, about the same time I usually back up my gradebook too. If you make changes to course content between one semester or another, you may feel a backup isn't strictly necessary, but it's a good habit to have, so I download backups of my course content every semester anyway.
Your D2L backup should be part of a bigger plan for backing up all the files or digital information that's important to you. If you're interested in getting started in developing a backup plan, search the web for 3-2-1 backup strategy or backup rule. 3-2-1 is a great way to start thinking about how to develop a comprehensive backup plan. And at any time, ask me or ITS staff about different technologies and methods you might incorporate into a solid backup plan.